Gaming enthusiast? Well, you've made it to the right spot. Welcome to Funjible.Games, your go-to source for everything blockchain gaming. We explore the latest news, reviews, and insights from the world of Web3 gaming to keep you in the loop. First up, we've got some exciting news from Champions Ascension. This action-packed RPG game just launched its alpha version on the Epic Games Store. Champions Ascension is a free-to-play arena RPG where you are taken on a gladiator journey where you assemble a crew of unique champions and rise to glory. On your path of ascension, you're going to be fighting in different arena modes where you collect resources, craft weapons and armor, and complete quests to become the most powerful maestro in Messina. Now, to celebrate this epic launch, the Champions team is giving away an amazing 1,000 gold in prizes. This campaign is definitely worth checking out because starting off with a large amount of gold in the beginning of the game will make your progression a lot easier and more fun. All you have to do is follow Champions Ascension on X, like and retweet the announcement, and tag a friend along with putting your username for a chance to win. It's also important to note this isn't the first time we're seeing Champions Ascension. We checked it out in its pre-alpha stage, and let's just say those who did check it out are really impressed with this role-playing game so far. Now for the next stage of the game development, they've made some improvements. Now, instead of just the open world, you can now get into intense arena combat. There's the introduction of the in-game economy and bringing in new features like crystals. So make sure you wishlist this game on the Epic Games Store. Next up, MixMob, the brains behind Racer 1, have just unveiled a big scoop. They've actually scored the intellectual property rights to use the Stormtrooper helmet from Star Wars: A New Hope. With this groundbreaking license, it actually means that MixMob is able to create these NFT Stormtrooper helmets where you can actually have the digital rights to it. And in times of ownership, this is where things could get really exciting in the gaming world. But with MixMob, it's not only this IP announcement, they're going to be launching their Stormtrooper helmets along with the release of their mobile game in Q2 2024. Priority access will be given to holders of Gen 0 Mask, Gen 0 Mixbots, and MXM. They're also going to be planning some really big events for this, so make sure you're following Funjible.Games on X, where we can give you the updates, as well as MixMob as well. The CEO, Simon Vieira, describes this partnership as game changer for the industry, and in the following announcement, this is what he said. Integrating the original Stormtrooper into MixMob fulfills a dream shared by game developers. We want to see players form teams and factions that rally under the Stormtrooper banner and face off against each other in our turbo arenas. Now, one important thing to note about this announcement, they didn't get the overall rights from Disney. Of course, something like that Disney would run by themselves, but with the creator and the studio from Star Wars: New Hope, that's where they got the permission on this one. But that doesn't mean this isn't exciting because this studio has done a lot. They've already got partners with DreamWorks, Warner Bros. Kids, Peanuts, and more. And if you ever want more information on what we're talking about specifically in these videos or other games, head on over to Funjible.Games where you can see MixMob here. You can see MixMob is a play-to-earn game powered by Solana, and then you can check out the About section where you can see that it is a strategy game, and then you can find out more there. So if you want to learn more about MixMob or Illuvium, or recently we did a video on Aperon or Big Time, you can head on over to our website and you can see full articles, user reviews, as well as video breakdowns. Parallel, a trading card game set up in a space opera universe, is leveling up with the launch of its open beta called Season 1 Toxic Reckoning, which started on February 29, where thrilling battles, legendary cards, and exclusive rewards await. With this open beta, there's a brand new battle pass available. It's like a special reward system where players can unlock rewards and exclusive benefits as they progress. You're also going to be able to unlock different rewards than you were able to in the past, exclusive cosmetics, and a brand new universal legendary card, Gosan Viper of Ceres. For this game, Prime Points are the in-game currency, and you can spend them on various in-game items and features. And what's exciting for this open beta, the developers have actually increased the amount of Prime Points you're able to get. Now for this game, replication is super important because you need it to create echoes. But what they've done for this season is they've actually made the cost of replication a lot cheaper, making it more affordable. And the biggest note for crafting is they've put a really big emphasis on trying to create more balance so you couldn't create items that are OP or have an environment that wasn't fair for all players. And to join in the excitement, the game's founder and creative director, Oscar Marr, had this to say about the cinematic universe that they're creating. The decision to unveil a cinematic piece for the launch of the game's open beta was driven by the goal of immersing existing players and newcomers in the tapestry of the game's universe. The team set out to create a cinematic piece that offered players a glimpse into the parallel world, its 5 factions, and the conflicts that define them. Next up, Sipher Odessy begins its journey in open alpha. Sipher Odessy brings a futuristic universe with vibrant animal characters and a rich narrative. In this action-packed game, you wield godlike abilities to battle through hordes of enemies. And what's unique and interesting about this one is it's actually catered to take on the short-form content-consuming generation, making it a perfect fit for platforms like TikTok. As for its alpha journey, it's going to be starting on March across 8 countries, including the US, Brazil, Vietnam, the Philippines, Indonesia, Argentina, Venezuela, and India. Players who pre-register from these countries are going to get access to exclusive rewards. And what's fantastic about this alpha is you're not going to waste your time grinding, because all the unique items that you unlock, you'll be able to keep with you whenever the main game comes. Of course, if something is deemed super OP, they might have to nerf it a bit, but you still get to keep the item that you've grinded for. Well, what if you don't live in one of those 8 countries? Well, fortunately for us, as long as you do that pre-register, you're in the initial steps where you can start earning rewards. Now, speaking of that pre-registration, make sure you head on over to the Apple Store or the Google Play Store to check it out. And of course, for more information on things like this, as well as exclusive breaking news content for everything crypto gaming, make sure you're going over to Funjible.Games, checking us out on our YouTube channel here and as well on our X platform. Thanks very much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.